Hello everybody and welcome to my video. I am going to be showing off my hangar that I have in Star Citizen, and if you have not heard of this game before, you should go check it out. Go to robertspaceindustries.com. Check out the website. It's the #1 crowdfunded anything of all time, especially games. They're actually about to reach $65 million in funding, probably before the end of the day. And I'm going to show off a few of my ships and the AeroView hangar and talk to you about the game. This game is the idea of Chris Roberts. Now, if you haven't heard of him, you might have heard of games like Wing Commander, Freelancer, or Privateer. He's the creator of those games, and he's back for this incredible game. I'm really excited about. It's kind of a mix of a space sim, first-person shooter, MMO, sandbox, all kinds of things mixed together. The term he recently used to describe it as a first-person universe. That's what they're calling it. It's going to have a persistent universe portion to it. It's going to have a single player with Squadron 42 portion to it. It's going to have, of course, planet side and first-person shooter aspects to it, and of course, well, your space aspect to it. They've got a lot of really incredible ships, but you don't have to spend a lot of money to get into the game. They did have earlier some low $20 packages with an intro ship, the Aurora, and the game package for $20. They've already sold out of all of those. They had 2,000 available, but for $45 you can get an introduction ship and get into the game. I'd go look at it, check it out. It's going to be really exciting. This is a high-level game. I mean, the graphics are next generation. They're working in the most recent version of CryEngine in development. It's going to be fantastic. In some later videos, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do walkthroughs for each of the ships that I've got, and I'm going to show you a little bit of Arena Commander, which is the module that they've released so far, which allows you to fly in some of the ships in a space situation where you can fight against either other players, or you can do a space sim against the Vandal Swarm, or you can do racing. So we'll go through a little bit of that and show off some of the ships and some of the environments that they've created and how the gameplay works. But as far as this, I mean, as I've been talking, I'm kind of walking around the AeroView hangar. This is my favorite hangar overall. I've got the Revel in York, which I'll show off in another video, and I got the Southland hangar as well. This one, I really do actually like the look of the hangar more than any of the other hangars. The lighting, I mean, the Revel in York's much more well lit. But if they could improve the lighting in this hangar just a little bit, overall, still, I think, best hangar. Right now, I mean, we still have a lot of functionality we don't have in the game. Obviously, we can't really leave the hangar, with the exception of Arena Commander and a few of the single-seater ships. None of the multi-crew ships, which I have a few of, can be flown in Arena Commander. So you basically can look at them in the hangar, get into them, and that's about it. But there's a lot of things coming near term. Arena Commander 1.0 is about to be released, they say, before the end of the year. That's going to have, I think, a few additional single-seater ships in there. And Arena Commander 2.0, not sure when that release is coming. It's supposed to have multi-crew ships in there. Early next year, they're going to have a release of a separate module of a first-person shooter. And I'll show you a video of the demo that they did on that in a later video, which looks really good. In and of itself, it's really a complete game in and of itself. and it's just one portion of this overall game that they're creating for us. It looks fantastic. There's a lot of interesting ways that they're doing things, and they're part of that first-person shooter is going to include zero-G fighting, which is really interesting. It should be really exciting. Now, as far as the ships go, I'm going to do kind of a little bit of a run-by of the ships that I've got. You don't have to spend the money that I spent on these, but right here we've got my Freelancer Max, which is a multi-cruise ship, kind of a cargo run type ship. It's actually the first ship that I bought. I really like it's kind of the idea of where I think I want to go with the game, at least initially. And then we've got the really, really incredible looking M50, which is that little spaceship right there. It's a racer, really fast, very maneuverable, looks great up close, cockpit, everything's awesome. I'll do, like I said, a walkthrough on that on a later video. Then I've got the exploration ship, the Constellation, which is, I mean, in and of itself also very, very cool ship. We'll do a walkthrough of that. I think you'll really like that. That one's a bit more expensive, obviously, but it's a pretty good sized ship. And then, not in this empty section of the hangar, but on the other end of the hangar, I've got the Redeemer, which is an incredible ship. It was the winner of the Next Great Starship contest, and it looks fantastic. They actually used that ship in the demo for the first-person shooter. It was awesome, and I'll show that off to you guys as well in another video. We'll do a full walkthrough of the inside and outside of that ship. As soon as I saw it, and as soon as it was available, I had to get it. It isn't a cheap ship, but it's pretty awesome, and I think you guys will like it. But until then, I will talk to you guys in the next video and show off the ships I got. Talk to you later.